Good morning, y'all. It's been a beautiful, blessed morning here at our blind horse sanctuary. I'm just watering our flowers here and kind of reminiscing on all of our ADHD Chaos projects we got going on. Our summers are very short and it's been really nice out. So all of our projects that are indoors are on hold while we tackle some outdoor projects. Currently, my husband, Korey, is on an excavating job, and he has the excavator he rented, the Kubota. We had to sell our excavator just because we couldn't keep up with the payments during the winter without the work. But thank goodness for the rentals. Because the rentals are about $500 a day, he's going to come over once he's done with his job and do a couple projects that we need the excavator for. Gosh, these wind chimes are so pretty. And we got some speakers, so listen to this. Turn the water off. Here's one of our projects. It's supposed to be a flower garden. I got the sunflowers growing up over here, but we also have a ton of weeds growing up. I didn't want to do the plastic because I didn't want plastic, but all this over here is supposed to be zinnias, but I have no idea if the zinnias are even growing or if they just got overpowered by weeds. So I'm not sure. I'm a bit overwhelmed by this project. I don't know if it's too late to start over. We are in the middle of June and at least I have sunflowers. So I don't know if that's quite a fail. I may just plant late sunflowers on that side. I don't know. What do y'all think? I'm a bit overwhelmed by this project. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I got stung yesterday. Just like our blind horses. Just goes in circles. Whee! Which, I don't get stung very often, but I got stung by a honeybee of ours. And y'all have to see this. Let me just try to figure out. Okay, I've never had a reaction from a honeybee sting before, but until now, I have a new look here. And apparently, I don't know if y'all can see how swollen this whole hand is all the way down here. So it's quite tingly and numb, which is usually typical because I do have really bad carpal tunnel. So I'm wondering if this numbness is going to cure that numbness. I don't know. But look, yeah, look. It's nice and swollen. I don't know how really to describe it, but side by side. Never had that happen before. So apparently she must be a different bee, rest in paradise sweet thing, because she sacrificed her life for her colony. Honeybees are just so misunderstood, but it's gone down. It was way worse, but that's what hopefully my carpal tunnel is just miraculously healed through the blood of Jesus and through the bee venom into my hand. Next on our ADHD list of projects that we have yet to do, for me anyways, is I will be bedazzling some tack of mine, some old tack of mine, back when I first got Leah, that I don't even use because we're doing the 4th of July parade in Polson, Montana. And it is Korey's and my anniversary. It's our 8th anniversary. And I was actually pretty surprised he agreed to do the parade. Funny thing is when we got married, we were thrown into a parade and total random. We did not expect it. We just got thrown into a parade, back of the truck, in a wedding gown, and just all married up. We're doing a parade 8 years later together on our anniversary once again. So red, white, and blue. And I have some old tack of mine, which this I've done already, red, white, and blue from last year for videos. I just Sharpied it. And so I'm going to add some to that. I have an old breast collar that worked on Tani that I use that's kind of wearing down that I'm going to be bedazzling. And then this was Leah's when I first started riding her. And so as you can tell, it's very pink and I don't use it anymore, but I'm going to just give it a new do, because pink's not really me, and I don't sell things. I reuse them, because why pay $300 on a whole new tack set when you can just bedazzle it for 4th of July? So yeah, so we got that to bedazzle, the breast color to bedazzle, take all the pink jewels off, and yeah, we're gonna have lots of fun bedazzling. Well, maybe just me, but bedazzling, that's another ADHD project I have on my list. Another project that we're going to do, because my husband has the excavator, we're going to get a round pen going. And what we plan on doing is turning this flattish big area right over here into a working round pen, because I need a space that I can train and work with Adea and quite a few of our blind horses. Holly, I want to see if she even knows how to ride, or if I have to train her under saddle. But we're borrowing some panels off my neighbors that I'll be training her 3 horses to ride. And it's going to be a busy summer. Summer's so short. Working in there is not going to happen, because it's a non-working order indoor arena, because it needs a lot of work. It's been quoted 12 grand to redo the whole inside of that indoor arena. So we're going to go the cheaper route. We're going to do an outdoor round pen, and we are borrowing panels, but we're pounding posts so they stay and not shift around, and we'll have an area I can work and train in. So there's another project. I'm being chased by balls. The little wild, rancid little things. Get away from me! Get away from me! Oh! Another project of ours. I have pumpkins still in pots in there, and I've been wanting to do an archway for the pumpkins. Now, granted, I did this whole dog run / garden area, raised bed garden area, and so we got carrots, we have jalapeno peppers, we do a lot of salsas with tomatoes, we have chives, cilantro, lettuce, all that fun stuff. And eventually there's going to be a lot more raised beds, but that's all I could do this last spring. So I got to figure out where to put pumpkins where chickens don't get into it. They're outgrowing their pots. So obviously I can't put it in there, because I don't have the raised beds, nor do I want the dogs chewing on the pumpkins. Granted, hopefully it'll grow up enough to where it's going to be off the ground. So yeah, there's yet another ADHD chaos project of ours. This area, we want to turn this into a big chicken run / duck run, because there's the ducks' pool water. And honey, oh, you want to let Honey Bunny out? Come on, Honey Bunny. Go on adventures today. I want to turn that whole thing so that way they're not always trying to hide eggs on us, and we're playing Easter every day at the ranch, and they're stop pooping on our porch. Yet another ADHD project of ours. And I don't know if I can say it's ours, because it could be mostly mine, but I built this fire pit. This was a Father's Day gift for Corey. We have been using it, but I have been having plans to where I'll set this up with lights, and I want to have like a fire pit cooking thing going on here. I'm just waiting to try to find the right one to work, where it can do the triangle, kind of tent-like, hold your pot, something like that. And then as well, it can turn into the steak, where you have steak on each side with the bar right over, so you can hang stuff on cooking over the fire. Will we get done this summer with it? That's a good question. Come back to me later. Yet another ADHD unfinished project. Rails. We have still tons of rails. We got quite a few up, but we got it up all over there, but we got it all on the outskirts, yet needing to be put up. So rails. Yet another ADHD ranch project, chaos project, something like that we got going on. Glamping. We have 5 glamping tents, and we have yet to figure out what we exactly want to do fully. We have an idea, somewhat of an idea. We're going to put over at this end, not the outskirts of this side of the outdoor arena. We want to do it on the other side of the outdoor arena that also needs to be fixed. Another thing on our to-do list, but we want to put a glamping tent on that far fence going into the pasture, raised and looking into the mountains with a railing. You can hand feed some of the blind, visually impaired, they're not fully blind, but visually impaired horses we have in that pasture. We're going to do one there, and we're going to do one right there. So you have the views of the mountains, you got a fire, you know, obviously one that can be on the porch. And anyways, that we have that. And another idea we have that we really want to achieve right here, we had the bright idea to bring in a brand new retro camper and rent it out for someone to stay if they prefer not to be staying in the glamping and, you know, little rougher, you know, it's not rough, it's glamping. You got a very comfortable bed with comforters and you got the ritz and the glam of a vintage style. But if you don't want that and you prefer a little camper with a bathroom, your own bathroom and your own shower, but the vintage type look, but brand new, so you don't have to deal with the old stuff that is falling apart, or you deal with leaks. That's kind of what we want to do right here, facing those mountains right here. And along with those rails, on the other side here, we want to do a bathroom for people to go to the bathroom in, that's handicap accessible, handy capable, that can accommodate handicapped individuals that are just as amazing as our blind horses. And that way they don't deal with going in our personal bathroom, that you have to go up the stairs, onto the deck, into a small home that's really, really tight. You can't really get a wheelchair into. So we want to get a bathroom set up right here. Fancy, pretty, because obviously we got the view right here, but I mean, looking everywhere else, it's kind of like the only spot we can do a bathroom, but we got to make it nice and pretty looking, because if it's going to be in front of these pretty mountains, it also has to be pretty, just like the outpost here and the honey hut that it ended up turning into a honey hut. That was a personal shed that I only spent $2,000 for. Our turquoise honey hut. Anyways, what are you boys doing? And last but not least, we have dandelion earrings. I have yet to finish. Although I do have the hoops done, and if you have pre-ordered dandelion hoops, they're coming. But I also designed a sticker, and the stickers are yet to be here. So they haven't been shipped because I'm waiting on stickers. But dandelion earrings, look, we got some turquoise and obviously some yellow. There's our projects.